I am back for another week of our family meals. This last time I posted that, which was, I thought, a little bit on the longer side video, but so many of you commented that you really enjoyed that style of video and had asked if I would do some more, so I thought, here we go. I am back in my, full disclaimer, very messy kitchen today, but that's okay. Food still has to be made. We're getting very close to needing to go grocery shopping, so things are getting a little bit low. I have to be a little more creative, if you know what I mean. I did happen to have still I had about a half of this pack of meatballs, so I did throw those meatballs into my slow cooker here. I mean, look at this. This is just a mess everywhere. Okay, I found a box of spaghetti, and then I have 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and these are the ones with basil, garlic, and oregano. I'm going to open these up. I'm going to pour those over that, get this heating. Supper is going to have to be in about 2 to 2.5 hours, so if I get this cranked on medium to high, those should be ready. Other news, last night was a night that we did a whole bunch of deep frying because I did deep frying with my cooking class for Homeschool Co-op, and since I had the oil, I thought let's just use it one more time, then I can be done with it. But guess what? Here it is fully cooled. I need to take care of that. So that's next on my list here. And let's talk just a tiny bit here about comments and YouTube and kind of what's been going on there. So if you have not followed, or if you're just not aware of what all has been going on, back in February, the end of February, their YouTube kind of got word, or however it all went, that there has been some comments, some inappropriate comments regarding children being left in the comments section on some YouTube channels. And so as a result, there was a whole bunch of things with advertisers and everything that went down, but as a result, YouTube decided to disable comments on thousands and thousands of family channels and other channels that might have material that is geared towards children. With that, I was one of them. That, not that anything was found in my comments as far as I know. I moderate my comments, and so if anything a little bit fishy would come through, those go into a separate folder, and I get to read them first before I decide if I should delete them or put them out to the public. As far as I know, nothing has ever been left in the comment section on my channel, but that doesn't really matter to YouTube. They just shut them down with just a very, very few, and I don't know how they decided, but there's a very few select channels that have been able to keep comments. There was a point where I could enable the comments on my own, but then they would also shut them down. So I should tell you that when that was happening, if you left a comment and I never responded, it's because I never saw it. I'm not even able to see any of the comments anymore, so it's really kind of been a mess. I have been trying to leave under the community tab. I was just interrupted by Peter. He got some slime today at Dollar Tree, so he's... You want to show everybody?
It's black slime.
It's supposed to be what? Like tar or something?
It's like oil slime.
Anyway. Yep, show us again.
And on here it says, caution, caution, caution.
Alright, so he's been having a great time with that now that he's done with the school. Did you finish up your school?
Yeah.
You cut all those shapes out?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to double check on that.
I don't want to go.
See?
I just crumpled it up.
So for some of my newer videos, I do have a community post up where if you do want to leave a comment or you have a question or something, you can definitely leave it under there. And I'm able to see your comments and I'm able to comment back. But at this point, again, quite honestly, I don't know if my comments are showing up anywhere because I can't. Once I hit like reply, when I put the comment up, it just, I can't see it again. So I don't know where they're going. I'm hoping that you guys are able to see my responses. Know that every comment that I possibly can read and respond to, I still have been. I know it's kind of wrecking our community here because, you know, we've just had so much momentum going. It's been a lot of fun conversing with you guys and getting to know all of you, and now that sort of feels like it's been put on hold. You can definitely go over to Instagram and find me over there at a country, maybe it's a country underscore life, or it's underscore country life. I can't remember. But anyway, you can always find me over there. Anyway, supper tonight's gonna be meatballs and spaghetti and Parmesan cheese and all that good stuff. Right, so it is Thursday now. I think that I started this this second week of our family meals yesterday, and I think I only kind of showed you getting started with supper, but here it is Thursday already, and I just sort of had this thought that I'm gonna see how long I can go without grocery shopping. Sometimes we call it a pantry challenge, sometimes you call it just using up what you have. Whatever it is you call it, that's what I'm gonna do. Now I do have to tell you though, I was at the store last night and Amber did ask for a few things, so we did actually get just a couple things. Smoked paprika was on her list, Greek yogurt, what else? Salsa. I feel like there was a fourth thing on her list. Oh, and some mini sweet peppers. So we did pick that stuff up. That doesn't do a whole lot for adding to meals.
What are you making?
So what I'm doing here now,
What are you making?
I'm making some Jell-O because I found in the pantry. For Jell-O squares, I just kind of reduce the water so that they're a little bit easier to hold on to. All I'm gonna do, this is 2 packs of Jell-O I had the strawberry and then I had this orange tangerine, and I'm just mixed them together in here. I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. So I'm just gonna give you a real quick peek at my pantry here. We have lots of tea up there. And then I do have, oh, I did get a couple groceries. I forgot, I stopped in at Dollar Tree yesterday and I did pick up a few things. So I picked up 2 big boxes of elbow macaroni, so I do have that. I have a little rotini, some spaghetti, we have some barley back in there, some egg noodles. I do have 1 lonely little box of macaroni and cheese. I do have some chips here, some alphabet cookies, and some animal crackers. Canned goods are pretty low. Let's see, I have pumpkin, so I do think I'm going to make some something pumpkin this afternoon. 1 little can. These have been in the pantry. I should check the date. Well, I mean, seriously, these things are probably good forever. This says best by February of 2020, so we have a long time, but they've been in here forever. Nobody wants those. I have some garbanzo beans and some Mexican salsa. I know I bought that with something in mind. I don't remember what though. We have some pretzels, some cashews. So that is what is in my pantry. It doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot, and I don't think I have a whole lot in the freezers. I mean, definitely meat. I seem to always have meat. But yeah, let's take a little look at the fridge. We have some stuff in the fridge here. Oh, look at that. It's gotta go. That is some old celery. A few little things of leftovers, some rolls. Looks like some bacon and some cheese. Some eggs. Cranberry sauce down there. Chopped onions. I have some chicken that I thawed. I'm gonna make that into something here. I have a beet. And what else? 1 pack of grapes down in there. You know, just like all kinds of extras and all the things that you really don't make a meal out of. I've got lots of that stuff. It's Thursday night and we're just having sort of a repeat of last night with some additional, with a few add-ins for tonight. So I just had the leftover meatballs from last night, and then tonight I made up one of those steamable packages of veggies from Aldi. I also made some macaroni and cheese. There was a few noodles from last night, so that's Sam's plate. Peter over there, what's he having? He's just having all kinds of noodles, it looks like. We have Amber and Maria. Joe down there is eating a muffin. Along with his supper. So that is Thursday night supper. Oh, and Warren is standing here with a big smile on his face, so I better show his plate too. And there it is, Thursday night supper.
No one's gonna
Supper is all done, and Amber has jumped into the kitchen. What are you making, Amber?
Roasted chickpeas.
So let's look at what she's doing. She has chickpeas or garbanzo beans, whatever you like to call them. And you're taking the skins off. Why is that?
So when I cook them, they get crunchy, and because the skins keep the moisture in the chickpeas.
Okay. Now, you've actually never made these yet.
No.
But you're hoping that this is going to work out just the way you read or watched or saw or whatever, right?
Right. And I don't mind chickpeas.
Oh, like, oh, I love them.
Like when I have them in soup, like I don't mind them at all. They're not one of my favorite things, but I feel like seasoned and crunchy, like you know.
What are you going to season these with?
Whatever she tells me. I think there's gonna be smoked paprika and like some salt and some other stuff. I'm not really sure, but they're gonna be like a salty, savory, as she calls it.
Yep, salty and savory. All right, so yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit more when they come out of the oven. All right, we're back. They're still not in the oven, but we just had a little revelation. They're called chickpeas. Oh, we have
this
to try.
One's really good.
Yeah, that one is good. I have to try to zoom in on it though. Look at that. Doesn't that just look like a little chick? Oh my goodness. I never ever...
I thought they were chicks because they're light colored like a chick and they're tiny. And I thought, oh, when they're all together, it's like a bunch of little chicks.
Maybe. Yeah, look at... I mean, look over there. They just look like little chicks with their little beaks. That is just too silly. Good morning, it's Friday and breakfast is on its way. Warren's over here making an egg for Joseph, and then here's Warren's breakfast, and that's going to be Joe. And here's my breakfast, and then I don't know what the other kids are going to have, but a lot of times they're just kind of on their own. What are you going to have for breakfast? You don't know? There's Frosted Flakes, or you can make toast or an English muffin.
English muffin, because I do not like Frosted Flakes.
You don't like Frosted Flakes? Excuse me. Okay, so, yep. So just a pretty basic Friday morning breakfast here.
All the way in,
all right, it's Friday night, and we are going out for fish at Culver's. Look at this. So, all right, guys, let's go in.
Ready?
Heading into Culver's.
You're taking me all the way in.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning. Here's breakfast. This is how breakfast is shaping up for me. And Warren has breakfast over here for himself. He's still working through all of his homemade cranberry spread. And let's see, Joe, he already ran off with his egg and ham. And what else did everybody have? I think the kids had cereal, right? I bought cereal yesterday, and so they just opened those up and tied right in. All right, here we are. Woo! Here we are. It's Monday night. We have 4-H tonight. At least Sam does. And so we are having, this is brat stew. The full recipe is actually in a video all by itself. So if you're interested in that, that will be linked in the description below. Hello, Joseph.
For sunset.
Maria's going to have crackers and peanut butter. And then we also have grapes and baby carrots down there. So that is supper here on a Monday night. Alrighty, good morning. It is Tuesday morning. We have co-op today, and yeah, it's about 10 to 7 here, and so I guess it's time to make some coffee. So I'm gonna make some coffee, and then we're gonna go get the hair done. And what else do I have to do here this morning before we can eat? Well, it does look like, ugh, look at that. All those homemaking videos and times when I'm like, oh, you know, get the kitchen clean and do the dishes right away and all of that. Well, there you go. Should we keep going? It even goes over to this side. So I guess it's going to be a little tricky to get breakfast going because first I think we're going to have to do these dishes. Right, good morning.
Right,
it's still Tuesday morning.
It's like
I was so hungry that I forgot to film before I started eating. Here's Warren's breakfast over here. He's having, looks like eggs, toast, cranberry sauce, muffin, coffee. We've got coffee. It's just kind of the basic, just our basic breakfasts. That's going to be for Joe.
I'm not eating food, I'm worried food.
What did you have, honey, for breakfast?
Cereal.
Cereal. And how about you, Peter? What did you have for breakfast?
Cereal.
It's crazy hair day at Co-op today, so look at what Peter did.
You gotta turn your head straight. So, you know,
Oh,
a
yeah.
mohawk is supposed to come to a point. His hairs go out a bunch of times.
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it does look sweet.
All right, so then Warren's going to serve up some shrimp.
between you guys. That's what we'll do.
And then a little coleslaw.
Yeah, why is
Very
this
little.
red?
Or if you're like me, very, very much.
These are weird.
Why is this red?
Why are these all crawly?
That's just how corn tortillas get. They kind of curl up on the edges.
Oh, why is this red?
What did I make?
But if you don't like corn tortillas, then take
This is...
I don't know if I've ever had a corn tortilla.
Well, try it first.
Should I take a lot of the sauce with it or just the actual shrimp?
Whatever you like. That's just like butter and garlic.
What the... Oh,
Okay, and then over top of this, this is that smoky garlic lime sauce.
And this is very good.
Put a little of that over. I'm still trying to remember every day to film our food, but it just seems like at mealtime, I don't know, I just forget. Maybe we're all just in a hurry to eat or I don't know what's going on, but this is Thursday lunch. You're looking at Peter's lunch, and there's Maria's lunch, and Joseph's lunch. That's just a regular old peanut butter sandwich, black olives, carrots. And then we did do something a little bit fancier here for lunch today, just because this is what I had. So this is like some already seasoned frozen chicken breasts from Aldi's. I don't remember what the flavor was. What does it say? Oh, garlic and herb. So we just baked those in the oven, and then we're making some salads here. At least that's what Amber and I are having. Right? That's your salad meat right there. Here's a pile of veggies we cut up. Oh, and there's Amber's salad, kind of like a chopped salad kind of thing going on. Warren's over here just dishing up the last of the brat stew.
Yep.
And so that's lunch here on this Thursday. All right.
Stupid man!
All right, so it is Friday here. And every single day this week, something has been taking me away from the house for the supper hour, and so it's been a lot of just, I don't even know what they've been eating, honestly, every single night. But anyway, there's my robber, my bank robber girl. She is trying our very first fish tacos. This is lunchtime, and this was a recipe that I just found in the newest Better Homes and Gardens magazine. I've adapted it just a little bit because we had some of the leftovers from shrimp tacos the other night. We thought that that would probably suffice. So Amber's trying it for the first time. It's hot. It's good.
Very good. Very, very good.
Okay, so the recipe actually starts with like a chili lime sauce that you dip. That's like the wet stuff that you dip the fish into, and then just some salted flour, then fry it. And I better get going because look it's burning.
Saturday! Saturday!
All right, everybody, it's Saturday. We've got Emily and Sparky here for lunch, and
Emily just poked me in the butt with a fork, like hard.
okay, and things are getting a little crazy around here as usual. So here's what we're doing for lunch. We had Creative Arts Day this morning. Sam played guitar and did an awesome job and sang. And we'll be going back for awards in a little bit. But I've got some muffins that I took out of the freezer. We have taquitos. These are the chicken ones. We got some leftover buttered noodles.
Try saying
still.
taquitos 10 times fast. Be careful what you say.
Over here, we've got some, what do we have over here? We have lettuce salad, cottage cheese. So, yeah, so that's Saturday lunch. It's Sunday now, and we are back from church. We got some donuts after church, and then I put together some eggs here. This is just what I call souped up scrambled eggs. Basically, you take all the leftover vegetables from the whole week or whatever little bits of veggies you have in the fridge, and you saute them up in a little bit of butter. And then I just added, I had some leftover ham bits you can see in there, and then I threw in a whole bunch of eggs, and then I just cooked those all up. On top, I did throw on some spinach then in the end, and also some tomatoes and some shredded cheese. So that's kind of my plate. Joe over here, he's already got his gone, except you can see what he doesn't like. Spinach and zucchini, it looks like. Are you having a donut?
Yeah, sure is.
It looks like a good one too.
Yeah, sure is.
It sure is. So everybody's already pretty much polished them off and headed outside for the day, and I'm just now sitting down to have some coffee and eggs. That's Sunday lunch.
Oh yeah, we're prepared for Easter eggs.
You're getting ready for Easter eggs?
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah, in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, agree.
Here it is, Sunday night, and this is going to be the last meal in this kind of week of meals that I've done, which actually has been more than a week of meals, but yeah, I think I showed you last Sunday we were having burgers on the grill.
Best burger ever, just.
Oh gosh, Sam. So here's Amber's plate. Stop spinning it. What do you got there? Cauli rice, a burger,
I got you good.
Cheese.
some cheese, some roasted potatoes. Emily for supper tonight. She's having cauli rice and potatoes. I would imagine a hamburger.
Wait, where's the
Not even sweet pickle.
Right.
No,
We
that's
have-
that's
it's
that's dill.
That's really cool.
dill pickle relish.
Sweet pickle is terrible.
So yeah, that is what's happening around here for supper tonight. So
Did they change their cheese packaging?
they did change the cheese packaging. Yep.
Wow. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. You want some cheese?
Because it's pepper jack, get it? Spice it up.
That is it for this installment of
Can I do
Family
it now?
Meals of the Week. Yes, you can.
Bye.